Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today we're going to be making white gingerbread. Now, it is actually only about 5 days away from Christmas. I thought I'd go ahead and share this recipe with you. This recipe is pretty old. My son is 27 years old, and about 27 years ago, 26, I used to work in an office, and a woman there shared this recipe. It had been in her family for years, and I thought I would go ahead and share it with you today. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I used 1 cup of unsalted butter, and I softened it. I actually softened mine in the microwave. Again, we don't want it melted. We just want it soft. Want to go ahead and add in 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And we're going to go ahead and kind of stir that up. We are trying to make this into like a crummy mixture. I'm going to try to get as much as I can, get this incorporated. Then we're going to go ahead and add in 2 cups of sugar. And this is granulated cane sugar that we're adding. I'm going to go ahead and stir that in here. And then I'm going to use the fork, because again, we're trying to make it look like crumb-like texture. I'll go ahead and use the fork, make it a little bit better there, because we're trying to break up our butter in with our flour and our sugar mixture here. You will have to press down and use a little muscle. This recipe, we are not using a mixer. We are just going to be using a spoon today or a fork to get this stuff incorporated. So that's looking pretty good there on that one side. Let me work on this one. Okay, let me go ahead and show you what this looks like up close. Our mixture should look like this, like fine little crumbs. Now we're going to go ahead and take 1 cup of this crummy mixture, and we're going to measure it out into this 1 cup measuring cup. Okay, and we're going to put this aside. Now, to the rest of this in the bowl. This is where we're going to use our spoon for this. We are going to go ahead and add in 1 cup of buttermilk. Now, if you do not have buttermilk, I just filmed how to make a substitute of buttermilk, and I will put it in here. I'm going to show you how to do a buttermilk substitute if you do not have real buttermilk on hand at home. First, we go ahead and we take a lemon. And I went ahead and rolled it like on the counter to release the juices. I cut it open and then I squeezed out the juice, and I ended up getting 1 tablespoon. If you can see, there's a tablespoon in here in a 1 cup glass. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to pour milk. Now I have 2% milk. If you have whole milk, that would be great. And I'm going to pour the 2% milk all the way up to the 1 cup line. And that should be 1 cup. Now we're going to go ahead and let this sit in for, I'm going to say at least 10 minutes. We're wanting the milk to like curdle. That will look like real buttermilk. And once it curdles, then we can use it in the white gingerbread recipe. It's been about 10 minutes, and the milk with the lemon juice, I don't know if you can see on the top, it just looks like it's a little bit more chunkier. So it's definitely ready, so we can use it now in our white gingerbread. And now we're going to go ahead and add in the buttermilk. This is 1 cup. And we're going to go ahead and mix this up. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and add in some baking soda. We're going to be adding 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And now we're going to add in 2 large eggs. We're also going to add in 1 teaspoon of mace. Now this is ground mace. It's not the mace that you spray when, someone's, trying to steal something or attack you. This is ground mace that you can find at your local food store like Meijer, Kroger. It is really good. It's very fragrant. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of that. And now we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And now we're going to go ahead and add in 3/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. I don't know about you, it's hard to get that lid off on the ginger. Okay, there's a 1/2 and 1/4. That makes 3/4. Okay, and now we're going to add just a pinch of salt. And now we're going to go ahead and mix this in. And it will be kind of a little tough to mix in, but again, make sure you're breaking up the eggs. When you're mixing it in, you can smell that mace. It just smells so good. To me, it smells like Christmas time. Make sure to mix up everything real well. And now we're going to go ahead and take 1/2 cup of our reserve crumbs. We're going to take 1/2 cup and put it on the bottom of a 9 by 13 pan. It is not greased. Now, the reason why they call this white gingerbread is it because it has buttermilk in it instead of molasses. Make sure to cover the pan evenly. I'm trying to get exactly just a little bit more. And we're going to save this other 1/2 cup to put on top. And now we're going to go ahead and pour our batter into our pan. Trying to make sure I can get all this yummy batter out. And again, we're just trying to put the batter over the crumbs. We're not trying to mix the crumbs in. We're just trying to, I'll show you up close here in a second. Here's the batter in the pan. Again, the crumbs we want on the bottom, and we're wanting just the dough part on top. So this is where we're go ahead and take the leftover half a cup of crumbs, and we're going to go ahead and sprinkle that on top over our batter. Try to cover it evenly if you can. Just a little bit more left. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and put the white gingerbread in a 350-degree oven, and we're going to bake it between 25 and 30 minutes. Now, it may require more time. Again, it depends on your altitude and, if there was rain, if it was, rain out, moisture, etc. in the air. So I'll go ahead and put it in the oven, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. The white gingerbread is all done. It ended up baking 35 minutes. I put the toothpick in at 30 minutes and it wasn't done, so it definitely needed the 5 more minutes. It's now, the toothpick has come out clean. So I will go ahead and let the white gingerbread sit in the pan and completely cool. Well, the white gingerbread is all done. I showed you a picture up close what it looks like. This cake freezes well. Usually I wrap mine up in some aluminum foil, and then I go ahead and put each piece in a Ziploc bag, and it can last up to 3 months. Now, I usually store mine in the refrigerator, but I know some people may just store theirs, loosely out, which is fine. That is okay too. I've got a piece right here. This one's for my husband. He likes the white gingerbread, and I'm going to go ahead and give it to him. We usually go ahead and serve it with vanilla ice cream, but you can also make a lemon sauce or a vanilla sauce or even a nutmeg sauce to go over the top of it. That would be excellent. Well, this is close to, Christmas. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, and I hope you have a good day.